So the new Buzz Lightyear movie came out, and it has been the source of a lot of controversy recently. Disney has once again chosen to go woke by placing a same-sex kissing scene between two women in this movie. And it has inherited a lot of backlash and criticism from parents who are not only looking forward to watching the movie themselves, but also looking forward to sharing the experience with their kids. And they are now reconsidering the idea of going to the movies and watching this because they do not want their children to be exposed to left-wing propaganda. So the movie comes out, and you have parents and fans criticizing the movie, and then you have people coming out and criticizing the parents and fans for being upset about it. I was scrolling through social media a couple days ago, and I saw a post that somebody had put on, I don't even remember what platform I was on, but somebody had just posted a 3-second clip from the Buzz Lightyear movie, and it was of the scene that everybody is so upset about. And the point of this was, well, it's just 3 seconds. I don't know what the big deal is. It's just 3 seconds of content. I don't know why everybody's so upset. I don't know what the big deal is. Here is the problem. Here's the problem with propaganda in a Buzz Lightyear movie and with left-wing propaganda overall. Let's say, for example, that Disney was producing an animated movie that was pro-LGBTQ. And you could tell through all of the promotions and all of the trailers that the focal point of this story was going to be a lesbian relationship between the two main characters. At least at that point, Disney would be honest. And then whoever is into that kind of thing, they can go watch that movie. The reason why they don't do something like that is because there aren't actually a lot of people who want to go watch something like that. The reason why they don't make a Toy Story 5, where the focal point of the story is a lesbian relationship between Jessie and Bo Peep, is because nobody wants to see that. Nobody actually wants to watch a movie like that. So what do? They take a universally beloved character, one that everybody knows of, one that everybody has heard about, one that already has an established brand, and they kind of slip it in. They just throw in 3 seconds of propaganda. They are trying to hide the agenda behind the nostalgia. And this is not being done by accident, by the way. This is the calculated indoctrination of your children. This isn't some random experiment that Disney is doing, and they're just like, well, we're just going to throw it in there and whatever happens, happens. No, they're doing it purposefully. And people are falling for it. And the reason I know that it's being done purposefully and people are falling for it is because you have people on social media that are going, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal. It's just 3 seconds of content. It's just 3 seconds of propaganda. It's just 3 seconds of exposure that your child is getting. It doesn't really matter. It's not really affecting them in any kind of real way. What you have to realize is that the 3 seconds of exposure that these children are getting in a Buzz Lightyear movie is on top of all the other exposure that they're getting everywhere else. Okay, some of these children that are being exposed to left-wing propaganda in a Buzz Lightyear movie, their parents are taking them to drag queen shows. Okay, some of this is on top of some parents taking their kids to gay pride parades. Social media, Hollywood, TV shows, movies, video games, comic books, universities, public school systems. Every single major facet of American culture has been overrun and corrupted by LGBTQ propaganda. So the 3 seconds of exposure that your child might be getting in a Buzz Lightyear movie is on top of exposure that they're getting everywhere else. Everywhere you look, it's 3 seconds of exposure, 3 seconds of left-wing propaganda, 3 seconds of LGBTQ propaganda, and your child is constantly taking it in. Okay, if in every single Disney movie from here on out, there is 3 seconds to 60 seconds of left-wing LGBTQ propaganda, okay, pretty soon your child has absorbed hours worth of this stuff. I mean, heck, when I'm 65 years old, I will look back on my life and realize that I have inadvertently absorbed hours, if not days worth of left-wing LGBTQ propaganda, not because I want to, not because I seek it out, not because I'm interested in it, but because it is everywhere. Rainbows everywhere. So a big problem outside of the child abuse and the child grooming that exists within the LGBTQ movement, one of the biggest problems that I have is that a lot of it is not about them creating new content. A lot of it's just about them corrupting that which has already been established. That's why they'll take a Buzz Lightyear movie and kind of force feed you their ideas, force feed you their ideologies. They can't leave anything alone. And they are trying to mask what they are trying to do behind things that we have enjoyed and loved for a very long time. So when they look back and they see the success of a Toy Story movie that includes a Buzz Lightyear character, and then they decide to make a spin-off, they view it as an opportunity to force feed you their actual agenda. And it's everywhere. Everywhere you look. And if there are some parents out there who feel like they can gain a little bit of ground and get a small victory by not taking their kids to watch Buzz Lightyear, more power to them. Seriously, people have been very misled by what the LGBTQ movement is trying to do, and they do not realize how prominent it is. I don't really think anybody realizes how prominent it is. Oh, it's just 3 seconds. You get 3 seconds of exposure. You're absorbing 3 seconds of content everywhere you look. It is plastered all over the place. Stop trying to force feed our children this stuff. And also stop ruining the good things that we have enjoyed for years and years. Buzz Lightyear, great character. One of my favorite characters growing up. Me and my brother, we were Buzz and Woody growing up. Stop ruining it.